Hey everybody, Neil Thompson, founder of Teach the Geek here. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. And as always, remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, as every bit helps. In a previous video, I believe I mentioned the idea of a callback. Callbacks are used in stand-up comedy quite a bit, but they can also be used in presentations as well. So what exactly is a callback? A callback is hearkening back to something that you said earlier in the presentation, later in the presentation. So here's an example of what a callback could be. And here's the scenario. I'm giving a presentation, technical presentation or project status update in front of senior management as the lead engineer on a project. I think I mentioned in previous videos that I worked in orthobiologics, which is using human cadaver bone to make implants. And in my case, we were making spinal implants. Making these implants often require trips to the tissue bank where the bone was, and we often would do testing there. So that's the setup. So here we go. We went to the tissue bank to do some sample testing. The smell was unbearable and the testing didn't go according to plan, but we found out from a third-party vendor that the issue might have been what's called matrix effect, which is the phenomenon of molecules or microorganisms are in the sample, which are blocking the sample of, or blocking the molecule of interest being read by the equipment we were using. And then what I could say near the end is, I can assure you in our next meeting that the results won't stink as much as the tissue bank did. Well, you see what I did there? I mentioned the tissue bank smelling bad at the end, but I also mentioned it at the beginning, that the smell in the tissue bank was unbearable and the testing didn't go according to plan. And at the end of the presentation, I mentioned again the fact that the tissue bank didn't smell that great, and comparing it to what we hope that the results would be in future testing. That's an example of the callback. It's harkening back to something that I mentioned earlier in the presentation. And it really is great for tying a bow on the presentation too, because sometimes we don't really know how to end a presentation. Well, using a callback is a great way to end a presentation. So just to recap, a callback is referring back to something that you mentioned earlier in the presentation. It does a great job of tying a bow on a presentation, especially in instances where you're unsure as how to end it. Hopefully this has been helpful. Again, my name is Neil Thompson. I'm the founder of Teach the Geek. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. You can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. And as always, remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, as every bit helps. Thanks. Have a great day.